All right, guys, welcome back. Just want to do a quick recap of what's going on. Last time we did our attack, as you know, as the Germans attacked up in the north. Very successful attack. Let me fix this. We were able to get across that river. It was big for us to get across that river. These units that are dismounted, I'm going to now mount them back up, let them get back in their trucks, and we can cross um, the bridge here. It's going to be an American's turn. All it is right now, and I'm not sure if they want to plug this hole. So we'll see what they do. But all in all, it was successful. Like I mentioned before, I'm glad I pulled these units back. They didn't take a loss on that attack. We are in the night turn of the Allies. There is something I wanted to clear up. I mentioned something about exploitation mode. Exploitation mode, you can't put one unit. The only one unit you can put in exploitation mode is a recon unit. And a recon unit would have to have this symbol on the counter. So I was pointed to putting my motorized infantry. You cannot. What you have to do is either you put the whole formation, which means the whole division, in exploitation mode. Now you got to remember when you're playing with Rock on Rhine. It's so many divisions on the map, and so putting one division on in exploitation mode makes sense. Or what you can do is you can break off a regiment and create a subformation. And so, break off 3 or 4 of the units that make up a regiment off to the side, and you can put exploitation modes on them, counters on them, and have them be in exploitation status. Must be a mech unit to do it. Or if you're going to do it with infantry leg, you have to truck them up. And by trucking them up, you have to put one of these. So they're on trucks, and that way you can then put them in exploitation mode. So that's something I want to clear up. So last turn, I couldn't put this one unit in exploitation. I would have had to put other ones with it. So that's one thing. Second thing is we are in the night turn. Night turn is different because this is the original GOSS rules. So there is no rest turn that people are used to. The Allies resting. If not, there's a fatigue penalty. The only penalties for night turn is if you attack, you're going to get a column shift against you. You pay 1 extra movement point additional to the terrain cost. So if you're moving through the woods and it costs 4, it's actually going to cost you 5. And unless you move along a road, you eliminate that additional movement point cost. You got to be along the road to do so. Exploitation is the same as the night turn for the 2020 rules and the original rules I'm playing, because I'm playing the original GOSS rules. Let me see what else is there at nighttime. Off the top of my head, those are the things that are coming to me. The other thing is, with my scenario I just threw out here, it is 8 days, which is about 24 turns. I'm thinking about adding the recycle of units, and you guys who play GOSS, you know what I mean, where for every X amount of units that get eliminated, you can bring one back. And And this one is for every 4 infantry, U.S. infantry units that are lost, you can bring back 1 infantry replacement point. For every 3 armor steps lost for the U.S., you can bring back 1. The German is for every 3 infantry lost, you can bring back 1, and every 4 armor steps lost, you can bring back 1. That's for the Germans. Now we know the Americans lost 2 infantry, so I'm going to mark them down for the culling or recycle. Let's see what else I wanted to talk about. Oh, and the other thing was this unit down here. I was checking the command phase. So the command phase is to see who's in the boundaries of their corps, because you put up boundaries and your units, your divisions have to stay within those boundaries. But I'm playing on a small map, so the boundary part is not being played here. However, the other part is you have to be able to trace back to your parent headquarters and general supply. If you do not, you are not in command. So what you do is you place the opponent's spade on top of the unit that's out of command. Out of command, basically, you can't go into PA, prepared assault. You cannot spot for barrage. So if you have artillery that you want to spot for, you cannot be the spotter. You cannot go into exploitation mode if you're part of that group. And there's some other things, but you can attack and tactical. So if I wanted to get next to this unit and attack and tactical assault, that I can do. That's not a problem. So those are the things if you're at a command. I don't think you move at half rate. I don't believe so. No. And yeah. So right now, really quickly, my batteries are dying on my phone. So I wanted to do this quick video. It's night turn. I'm not putting anyone, as for the Americans that is, I'm not putting anyone in mode of termination, which is exploitation. No one's going to exploitation. No one's going into PA. We're in defense. As the Americans, there's no one I want to counter. Basically, I was hoping that this river was our extra guy, our extra troop, because it halves all these guys and it makes it 1-to-1 ratio. However, they were able to break through the Germans, and now we have to shuffle our guys around. Up here, I'm thinking about swinging this guy around and then bringing this guy to take his place. I don't care if this guy goes back, stretches out. I will bring up maybe the Sherman over here. I did construction. So basically the construction that we started is finished. So these IPs are finished. This IP down here is finished, and same over here. I have to think about where to move this guy. These are the new construction that's happening down here. Now with construction, you have to be 2 steps or more as a unit to be able to do construction if you're not an engineer. And nobody here is 2 steps except for down here. So we are going to scramble, which is kind of fun. Gotta do what we need to do because of our reinforcements are coming in over here, but they don't come in until AM turn. So right now we're here, night turn, but AM turn, we will get those units in. So, it's not that bad. Remember, the Germans have to get here and take this village. So we can get these guys up and move them in there. You know, they can do strat move to get up there. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to try to defend and plug these holes. All right, guys, let me get back to this because I gotta charge my phone. But just wanted to give you guys a quick recap. Oh, really quick, I know someone posted on one of my videos about, you know, not having enough scenarios. A couple of things. Throw the campaign on the table and just play a part of the campaign. Play as far as you can go. You have the north, you have the center, and you have the southern map. If you want to just play the southern part, which is a lot of fun, play the southern part. A lot of action going on in the southern section of that. Or just make your own. Like, I just took part of the fold up map, as you can see. Let's move this to the side. And I threw on 2 divisions. That's it. And I'm getting that played out and having a blast. I'm getting myself re-familiar with the system because it's been a while since I played. But once the mechanics start flowing inside my brain again, it'll be much quicker, but a fun play. And I think that's about it. All right, fellas, let me go. Oh, one last quick thing. I'm thinking about also moving this guy up here because these guys are going to dismount and they're going to jump over this river. So I need to get this guy up there as fast as can be. Yeah. All right, let you go. Talk to you later.